Hi everybody, today we're going to be looking at Lesson 8, Evaluating Expressions and Equations. So first let's talk about what it means to evaluate an equation or evaluate an expression. To evaluate simply means to substitute a number for a variable and then solve using PEMDAS. So I'd like you to write this down so that you can refer to it when you go. Now, what did evaluate mean? So evaluate is simply to substitute a number for a variable and then solve using PEMDAS, parentheses, exponents, multiply and divide, and add and subtract. Remember when you're using PEMDAS to work right to left. So let's go ahead and look at example 1 and how can we evaluate this. So you're going to write on your paper 7 minus 6 divided by b. b equals 3. So you're going to rewrite this now, substituting a 3 for the variable b. So you will have 7 minus 6 divided by 3. And using my PEMDAS, I'm going to solve the 6 divided by 3 first. So I'll rewrite it. 7 minus 6 divided by 3 is 2. So I solve this and it becomes 2. And 7 minus 2 equals 5. So I've evaluated this expression, substituting the number 3 for the letter b, and then solving just like we did yesterday, starting with my division, then my subtraction, and finally getting my answer. Okay, let's look at example 2. In example 2, we're going to be talking about perimeter. Remember that perimeter is the distance around a rectangle or really around any object, okay? It's the distance around. If you need to, write down the definition. So we find perimeter by adding length plus width plus width. So if I want to find the perimeter when the length is 8 centimeters and the width is 5 centimeters, we're simply going to make the substitutions. So first we write down the formula. Capital P for perimeter equals length plus width plus width. If you need to, you can make the L's capital so they don't look like ones. Now we're going to substitute these variables. Length is 8. So we have 2 of those plus 2 widths. And now we can solve left to right. 8 plus 8 equals 16. Now I've used this 8 plus 8 so you can cross it out and you bring down the rest of it. Plus 5 plus 5. Perimeter equals 16 plus 5 is 21. I've used these so I can cross them out and bring down this plus 5, which equals 26. Now we go back to our units. We are adding centimeters. You must have the units. If you don't have units, it is wrong. So the perimeter then of this rectangle is 26 centimeters. Okay, let's look at example 3. Example 3 is going to show us another way to find perimeter of a rectangle. So here I have my perimeter. We know that in a rectangle the length is the same and the width is the same. So we can say perimeter equals 2L, or 2 times the length, plus 2W, 2 times the W. Remember, when you have a number next to a letter, this means the same as multiplying. 6 times the number, the letter. You are multiplying. So to write this, P equals 2L, or 2 times the length, plus 2W, or 2 times the width. So now we're going to substitute when L is 4 feet. So P equals 2 times 4 plus 2W, or 2 times 3 feet. 2 times 3. Now I solve using PEMDAS. I have to do the multiplication first. So 2 times 4 equals 8 plus 2 times 3. We used this. We brought this down. Again, I have to multiply first. So 2 times 3 is 6. I've used this. I'm going to bring down my 8 plus. And finally, my addition, 8 plus 6 equals 14. Back to my units. I am in feet. So my perimeter equals 14 feet. Okay, that's it. You have your lesson practice. It does go on to the top of page 53 through H, so make sure you do all of it, and I will see you in the morning.